Hello guys, welcome to my channel. The less is more. So today we are going to discuss an editorial from The Hindu, and it is about right to information. So before we haven't discussed this kind of topic, so that today I thought let's take this topic. So the title of the editorial is A Bill That Fancies in the Right to Information. The news that the Union Cabinet has approved the Digital Personal Data Protection Bill and will table it in the monsoon session of Parliament raises certain issues. So it is about Digital Personal Data Protection Bill. The draft bill was placed in the public domain in December 2022, but the final bill has not been placed before the public. Citizens are concerned that if two of its provisions are not changed, it may lead to a major regression for democracy. The proposed Digital Personal Data Protection Bill has two provisions which would greatly weaken the Indian citizens' right to information. The Indian Right to Information Act, effective since October 12, 2005, is one of the best transparency laws in the world, empowering citizens, and is a practical recognition of their role as the rulers and owners of India. This is the outcome of people's struggle led by Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan's fight starting in rural Rajasthan, which culminated in the drafting of the law in 2004. There were intense discussions about its provisions, and it took an all-party parliamentary committee to carefully craft its provisions. Its preamble elegantly states that democracy requires informed citizens and transparency in the affairs of their government so that they can hold it accountable and curb corruption. It harmonized the need for an efficient government while preserving the ideals of democracy embraced by the citizen. Governments and those wielding the levers of power have been perturbed by this transfer of power to the ordinary citizen. Citizens have taken to the right RTI like a fish to water, despite public officials using various devices to deny citizens their legitimate right. Many have used this democratic instrument to expose wrongdoing and corruption. The law recognizes that the default mode is that each citizen has the right to access almost all the information with the government. 10 categories of information have been exempted from disclosure to prevent harm to certain interests and to ensure smooth working of the government. These are outlined in section 8 clause 1 with the 10 subsections from A to J. The most widely misused exemption is section 8 clause 1 clause J, which exempts personal information which is not part of public activity or which is an invasion on the privacy of an individual. It has a proviso which is an acid test to help anyone claiming exemption, which states provided that the information which cannot be denied to the parliament or state legislature shall not be denied to any person. Thus, the law stated that personal information may be exempt if it is not related to a public activity or interest or would cause unwarranted invasion of the privacy of an individual. To help an officer, an information commissioner or judge to arrive at the right decision, the special proviso was provided as an acid test. Whoever claimed that a disclosure was an exempt under section 8 clause 1 clause J should make a statement that he would not give this information to Parliament. The basis of refusals, many refusals of information did not adhere to the law but refused information with a bland statement that since it was a personal information, they would not give it. This was illegal but has been widely used to cover arbitrary, corrupt or illegal acts of government officials. Some examples are the Department of Personnel and Training refusing total number of annual performance appraisal reports of IAS officer pending presently for over 1 year, 2 year, 3 year and 4 years. By claiming exemption under section 8 clause 1 clause J, request for details of members of the Legislative Assembly, funds being denied saying it was a personal information, details of the beneficiaries of the Prime Minister's fund, bogus caste certificates, education certificate, ghost employees, gross arbitrariness and corruption in selection for jobs, and non-conformance to rules and laws, disproportionate assets compared to declared income, verification of affidavits of elected representatives, unfair assessment of students and job seekers in government, disregard of corruption charges against officials that have been proven, file notings and minutes of meetings. What is in store? However, many honest officers and commissioners often give information if it was not covered by the exemption. Unfortunately, the proposed Data Protection Bill plans to amend RTI Act Section 8 Clause 1 Clause J to read as exempting information under Clause J which relates to personal information. If this amendment is made, all information which can be related to a person could be legally denied. Most information could be shown as being related to a person, and hence the law would become a right to deny for public information officers who do not wish to give out information. Incidentally, this proposal is a tacit admission that any current denial of information on the grounds of it being personal information only is illegal. Whenever a PIO wants to deny information, he will be able to link it to some person. The proposed bill defines the term person very widely to include individuals, companies, and the state. Most information except budgets would be linked to one of these. Thus, the RTI would become a right to deny information, rendering it an effective tool. In 18 years, no harm has come to any national or personal interest because of RTI. Therefore, the proposed amendment would lead to a major regression for democracy. So, this was for today, guys. So, the Digital Personal Data Bill would be tabled in the monsoon session of Parliament, and so the draft Digital Protection Bill was in the public, but the final bill has not been public yet. So there were the concerns regarding it, hampering the democracy, some exemptions. So the author is saying about it. Okay, and it will affect the Right to Information Act, and it will affect people to hold government accountable. Okay, so this was in today's editorial, and I would like you to comment in the comment section 5 new words that you find appropriate for writing and improving speaking abilities. Okay, so let me do it for you. Okay, so 5 new words that we will what would be. So public domain, regression for democracy, proposed, weaken the right of Indian citizen, transparency, मजदूर किसान शक्ति संगठन, okay. So this was the words that I think that I helpful for me. 5, 6 words. Okay, so you also guys should write. You should also write in the comment section, so that let's start writing just 5 words, and doing regularly. This will become a habit, a kind of habit that you can also follow for other purpose. right? So there should be a one good habit for everyone. Okay, so this was for today. I hope you would be understanding, and till then, bye bye, signing off for the day.